We have the highest number of sales that July has seen since 2021, although the surge in sales came with our average price decreasing by 5.5% since last year, and condos are being quoted as low as in 2018. Is it the right time to get in the market despite experts predicting our values to decrease? We're going to take a look at the stats together, and I'll share my insights from being in the marketplace every single day, and at the end of the video, I'll share with you the areas with the most buying potential as values have depreciated. And something I found particularly interesting was the number of sales that were reported and some of the confusing headlines around it, because it doesn't tell the whole story about what's happening in our marketplace. We can see that yes, July has seen more sales than the previous few years. Of course, if we have all these listings which are for sale, naturally the number of sales should be higher than what we saw in July 2024. And this recently published article made mention of realtors that are advising their clients to delay listing their properties, but we're also seeing realtors delaying buyers from buying a property because of the fact that the rates still remain to be high, and we've had the third interest rate announcement where the rates have remained unchanged, with our target rate staying steady at 2.75%. And to have a really clear understanding of the market, you definitely want to look at the number of sales relative to the number of active listings, as illustrated here, because the wider the gap is between these two numbers, the more of a buyer's market that we're in. And so July suggests that the market is improving a little bit more for sellers, because this is the first time since December that the number of active listings had not increased. So fortunately, we're now not in this position wondering, is the market going to continue to get worse? And the major question on everyone's mind is, are we finally at a turning point? The average price that was reported was $1,050,000. This is down 5% from June 2025, down 5.5% from July 2024. So what happened was we saw our average price increase to some extent earlier this year, although the average price is reported $302,000 less than what it was at the peak in early 2022. So we have a lower average price, we have more sales that are taking place. I'm noticing sellers in the marketplace are a bit more accepting and a bit more understanding of the market, but many of them actually perceive values to continue to decline, and perhaps because of the pessimistic forecast, they're more likely to take those lower offers and sell their listing at, say, 90 to 95% of asking price. This article reads that the summer has seen lowball offers. And here's how the average price has changed across different property styles, with detached homes selling for 4.5% than last year, semis only down 2.5%, townhomes are down 7.2%, and condos are down 9.4% from July 2024, with the average condo selling at $651,000 in the Greater Toronto area. And here's the 5-year historical average price. We're specifically looking at the month of July, and our average price, it's barely changed. In 2021, it was reported $1,062,000. Although if we take into consideration the average household income, home ownership isn't unaffordable, it's severely unaffordable. And this is a really interesting rating metric because it tells you just how affordable property is when you look at income to average price. And we're currently at 8.6, which would make us severely unaffordable. Back in 2021, the number was 10.5, making it impossibly unaffordable. And back in 2000, for people that bought a property there, they were fortunate because the number was actually 3, meaning it was affordable. And whenever clients ask me if it's a bad time to sell their property, the answer, with the exception of condos, is that it just really depends, because we can see there's particular areas where the average prices come up and homes are selling in less days. And despite our average price being down 5.5% from the previous year, we can see there's particular cities which have actually appreciated. The average price in Aurora is up 9.7%. Orangeville is also up 3.2%. Most cities are sitting between being 5 to 10% less than what they were selling for last year. And there are particular cities which have even come down 13.8%. We can see Caledon, Halton Hills is down 15.2%, and Stouffville is down 18.5%. If you are considering buying or selling, make sure to call me. And if you're a real estate agent looking for a great brokerage, make sure to connect with me to learn more about eXp Realty. Do share your thoughts in the comment section below, and make sure to click subscribe, and I look forward to seeing you next time.